everyone, my name is Tutor Alwin Kuan from PUSAT Tuition TTC, and I'm a tutor for Accounting 0452 for the IGCSE Year 10 and Year 11. So this is the first recorded video for an introduction about accounting. So how is it like for the IGCSE examination? Very, very simple. So for IGCSE Accounting 0452, we basically have 3 sittings. So if you found on Google, when you search for the examination sittings, you can find 3 sittings. The first sittings will be around the February or the March sittings, but this only applicable for India regions. Okay, so myself personally, I'm from Malaysia, in KL, Kuala Lumpur, a very great city. Yeah, so our ones here in Malaysia, we're only sitting for the May or June exam. And most of the students will be going for the October, November sitting. And results-wise will be released for the March sitting for India. Normally, it will be around the May. For the KL ones, the June sittings examination will be released its results on the August. And for the November sitting, results will be out on the following year's January. Okay, so for accounting examinations, we basically have 2 papers. Paper 1 will be 1 hour and 15 minutes. Where students will be tested with 35 MCQs questions, meaning A, B, C, D, multiple choice. And the marks that will weigh out of it will be 30 marks. And next, the paper 2 sitting, that will be 1 hour, 45 minutes paper with 5 questions, each word 20 marks. And that will be 100 marks, but later on will be weighted out to 70%, therefore giving you the 100%. Now, paper 2 will be sort of, I would say, very, very doable, and you are awarded with many, many one-off marks. So what is this one-off marks? One-off marks stands for 1 mark for your own figure. Meaning, if let's say your theory is correct, classifications of accounts is correct, the way you do is correct. However, unfortunately, the numbers that you counted in is wrong, you would and may have the chance to score a 1 marks for your own figure used. Although your number is wrong, but you're still awarded marks. And that's what makes accounting unique for this paper. Now, based on my observation, normally, okay, we can't say really a guarantee. I just only can give a sort of the marks that are always observed. One-off marks will be totaling almost up to 20 marks for your entire paper 2. We will never know because each sitting, it has a different maximum marks for each one-off figures. So we just can be prudent and say that we have maybe minimum 10 marks or 3 marks, and definitely each one-off marks has its own terms and conditions apply. So we only will know once we see the marking scheme. So my advice will be, do your best, okay? Make sure you cover all of the syllabus of your accounting, and you'll be doing just fine, okay, students? Now, you might have also read somewhere that for all IGCSE papers, there will be many regions or zones where we have 6 zones in total. And for each paper, right, you'll be having 3 variants. For paper 1, it will be dictated as 1, 2, or the 1, 1, or the 1, 3. 3 different paper for paper 1. Paper 2, likewise, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. Paper 2, all right, variant 1, variant 2, variant 3. So, well, because this is a global paper, so what we want to do is that to avoid global cheating. You know, imagine you have friends from different parts of the world. Yeah, so each paper will be different from each other. Sometimes similar, sometimes different. Okay, so grade-wise, the A star grade will be around 90 marks to 100 marks, full marks, and for the A will be the 80 marks to 89 marks. So this is just a standard threshold. It may change or it may not. Every sitting, it might change, but most of the time, it may not change. It will still remain as 90 marks will be A star. And on your results sheet, okay, your result, you have your grade and the marks being stated. And most of the time, always I see for A star students, they will have 90 and above, some 99. And I've seen one of my students long time ago, he has 100 marks. How cool is that? All right, so this is basically your accounting paper, the style, the paper, how many papers that you have to sit for, and the zones for just your info. Okay, for the KL ones, if let's say you're from KL, for Kuala Lumpur, if I'm not mistaken, we are in the zone, our zone number is zone 6. No, zone 5. That's for the KL region. So you can know this. You can pick your region based where you are located in the website of the Cambridge website. Okay, you can find it from there, and then you can see your zone color. Our one is under blue color for KL, the region. Okay, for Malaysia. Okay, now, so what's accounting? So basically, it's like this. So here's an accounting cycle that I love to use to conduct my classes. Because if you have your own textbook, that we all know which is the book, the chapters might somehow make students go confusing. Because chapter 1, it will be introduction, and chapter 2 is straight away goes to the double entry system. And not all of us will follow the textbook exactly from each chapter go by each chapter. Some tutors, some teachers, they will jump around the syllabus, which somehow can be very confusing for students. And that's why sometimes, although accounting is very easy, but students view it as something very complicated and difficult because the accounting cycle plays a matter. So for my class in TTC, for online class, yeah, so we only have online class. For accounting, my class is normally conducted every Mondays, as per 2024 and 2025. And I suppose it will be still stays the same. So 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. at night. And after that, around 8:30-ish to 10 p.m.-ish. Yeah, so give a Malaysian timing plus 5 to 10 minutes. So year 10 and year 11 will be every year switching places. So let's say now is 2025. For 2025, year 11 starts first for 7 p.m. Then after that, year 10 will be 8:30 p.m. And in the years to come, it will be just alternatively. Like if let's say for 2026, 7 p.m. class will be starting for the year 10, and for the 11 will be the 8:30 p.m. And likewise for the 2027, it will be just alternate each time. Yeah. Okay. So we're using the Zoom to conduct our classes. Yeah. And let's get started. So here's just a very, very brief introduction for all my videos here in YouTube. Yeah. So the detailed ones only will be discussed and exposed to everybody in class. For I fear that if I expose everything on YouTube here, I'm very, very scared that you get confused. Okay, so I will try my best to make things as brief as possible for every topic. And so you guys can have it as a quick revision and, a very brief insight. Okay, guys? Cool? Now, let's see. The accounting cycle always starts here in step 1, as everybody can see. Business transaction, whereby we'll be looking at many documents. So our main things that we see every day for a transaction will be coming from a document, a piece of paper, in which for all of us as students, like me and you, in our daily life, if you go to 7-Eleven, Family Mart, or any grocery stores, Aeon, Target, Walmart, to buy things, after you make payment, they give you a paper called the so-called receipt. But there's many kinds of receipts out there. So every receipt has its own functions and its own special names. After which, once we collect these documents, we have to record them. We record these proof into our journal entries. I call them our diaries. Whatever happened today, I have to record it into a special book. Then after that, at the end of the month, I will post them to the ledger accounts to make my detailed calculations. So here's the detailed calculations. Detailed calculations happens here. Then after that, we summarize all our calculations into something called the trial balance. What is that? We'll talk later. So it goes to ledger. And then at the end of the month, or let's say normally at the end of the year, things go stressful around here. We found out, hey, there's some mistakes, so let's do the corrections. We do the corrections, and then our trial balance, our new summary number 2 happens here. Then after that, we shall use our trial balance to prepare our reports called your financial statements. So in school, we have this report card, the open day, where you see all your results. You know that open day, Parents Teachers Day. Here in a company, we call them the financial statements. Then after that, we move on to closing our accounts and preparing for a happy new year for the coming years. Okay, so we have 2 concepts here called the bookkeeping and also the accounting. So what's bookkeeping? So bookkeeping, if you look at it, we are keeping our books, the literal meaning. But what is it actually? It's actually a detailed recording of all financial transactions of our business. So it will involve something called the double entry, where later on we'll be introduced with something called the debiting and the crediting. Okay, what's that thing? So no need to worry. And basically it's talking about it's like doing administration work. It's like you are the accountant, you have a table, every day your bosses, your colleagues will give you with all kinds of paper, the documents. Hey, please record this, got something happen. Okay, I put it on your tray, yeah? After that, you go and do the recording. So it's just, bookkeeping, we're filing things, we're recording things to the computer, or let's not think about the computer software yet at the moment. I know nowadays we are all in a very advanced world, all of things IT, but the accounting knowledge that we learn in our books here now, just assume you are from a traditional world where computer is not that advanced yet, and we are just only using books. Yeah, all pen, paper, black and white, correction fluid, those things, all traditional basis. Okay, you're just filing into the correct files and then jotting down what happened today, and the cycle just goes on and on every day. So that's basically bookkeeping. You're just like filing documentation. So here, what you're doing basically, you're collecting stuff. Yeah, you're collecting stuff. You're arranging documents. Okay, you're storing them in the correct place and a safe place. Every time you record the transactions that happen, and at the end of the day, you will do the reporting. So bookkeeping is essentially the entire accounting cycle. From here to here to here to here to here to here until here, and this as well. However, for accounting, it will mean we use what we use. We use bookkeeping here and the records to prepare our financial statements. When we talk about financial statements, we have the income statement, which talks about our performance for the year, whether we make a profit or loss. And we have the statement of financial position, whereby we are talking about our status. Just like when we are playing games, especially the role-playing games like Final Fantasy series and something similar with that, when you press that one button, you see all your characters' attacks level, defensive levels, magical stats, spirit, our speed, etc. Something like that. This is SOFP, our status. Yeah. And there's actually one more. If you are limited companies, okay, we will have this statement of changes in equity. Something to do with all your shares, your bonds, dividends, which we will talk later in year 11 syllabus. And actually there's one more. However, that will be only learned next time when you're reaching your tertiary education in college or uni, which is known as statement of cash flow. It shows how your cash come in and out. Okay. So basically, this is the 4 main financial statements in this world that we created as a form of reporting to our internal management and also for external stakeholders. So accounting, basically, we are using bookkeeping to prepare report. Okay. And after that, we will add on few more things to do. We interpret our report. And after that, we also plan what we plan for. We plan for the future, for the now, short-term, and the long-term plan. We will also making judgments for our planning and later on summarize and provide a conclusion about what is it now as our current situation and for our future plan, which plans that we have adopted after brainstorming a few potential ones. For example, if let's say our company is making profit, cash is very huge. Okay, we are the so-called cash cow. We have money, a lot of money in our company. And so one of our plan is either to train our employee or expand our business to another branch. So after having a huge constructive debates with the management, the bosses, or the CEO, the CFO, the CIO, COO, all the Cs, all the chiefs, they come to a conclusion so that, okay, we are making much profit. So we are still new in the market. Let's not be that hurry into expansion. Let's train our current employee to be much more effective and efficient. And that's a summary. So accounting involves the brain cracking part of the higher management. Bookkeeping normally is the junior accountants or senior accountants where they do the daily administration work with all the documents, recording, and aiding the chief financial officer, which is the head of all accountants, to prepare the reports together with the CFO. Yeah. So if you want to have a small conclusion here, I can say, I can depict something in a different diagram. I'm sure you all have heard this diagram called the Venn diagram, correct? So we have like this. I can say accounting is a one circle. This is accounting, and bookkeeping is part of it. That is how I will conclude for our first introduction video here for accounting IGCSE year 10, year 11, 0452. I've been here, signing off. See you in the next video. Practice.